This is a baby gull that was picked up by a lady in her garden in Hereford, and she had an enclosed fenced garden, and it looked like the gull had just literally landed there from nowhere. She's got dogs, but she says her dogs hadn't been out and couldn't have got it. She hasn't got any cats. So what we think may have happened is that this bird, whose parents would have nested on the top of the warehouses, the high buildings and big shops, retail shops in Hereford, it was probably picked up by another predator, possibly even another gull or a crow, and then carried and then dropped. And he survived, and the lady looked after him for 2 days in her house and then contacted me and said, could I take him on? Or her, of course I can't tell at this stage whether it's a boy or a girl. And what the bird would do in nature is it would peck at the parent's beak, and the parents would then regurgitate food that they'd picked up while foraging out at sea or along the coast. But of course nowadays our gulls are more common inland than they are at sea, and they nest on the top of buildings, which are substitute cliffs, and they eat waste food from humans. And so what I'm actually feeding this bird on are little kitten biscuits, a high quality kitten biscuit that's been soaked in water. And what's good about it is it keeps its sort of integrity, it keeps its shape, and then it doesn't cause a gleaming, it doesn't sort of baby birds suffer a lot from aspiration pneumonia, where they breathe in bits of the food that we feed them by accident. It goes into the lungs and causes infections, whereas these are very nice discrete lumps of food and they can swallow them straight down without a risk of that happening. But I don't feed too much, do I? Because we don't want the bird to regurgitate by accident as well, or for its tummy and crop to get full up, and for that to happen as well, for the food to end up in the meat. So we just give regular feeds, and he's liking it very much. So the tweezers are substituting for the bird's beak, as you can see. These are very good feeds. This is your last one. Okay, there we go. And then when he gets a bit older, he'll go in with a group of other gulls that we've got here, and be released into the wild in a group with other gulls. And gradually, as he gets older, he'll become much less tame, and he'll move away from me, which is what we ultimately want. But at this age, they're very, very familiar with you and just looking for food all the time and calling in that beautiful shrill call that they make for food. Right, I'm going to put him back in a sec.